Welcome to Said. Sorry about the traffic. I'm gonna try to keep this short, but I am very excited about all the books I have been reading. So feel free to skip around. Um, yeah, this is the books I've been reading slash I'm going to read. I have a beautiful list here of books I'm currently reading. Now, number one is This Year by John Darnielle, the lead singer of the Mountain Goats. Every day of the year, there's a song by the Mountain Goats. The lyric is written as a poem, because they are poems, and then it tells a short excerpt about it. I mean, hell, for shits and giggles. Today's the 25th. Today's the Jeff Davis County Blues. Let's read half the lyrics / an excerpt. After 3 nights in jail, I head north from Toyahevale and switch to 285 in Pecos, then head up to Red Bluff. My walk's real steady and my eyes are real cold, and I feel like I'm all of 16 years old, lost in the Travelodge with the television on and the sound down. I don't feel so tough. Old issues of Sunset magazines to read, sleep for 12 hours, dream about home. So then it gives a paragraph or two or a page of what is going on there. Today, Toyahville is an unincorporated municipality that makes Colo, Iowa look like a bustling metropolis. It used to have a rail stop, but they trimmed the line back to Saragossa in 1971. They do not have a jail. Our speaker's story begins somewhere a little earlier, but he doesn't want us to bring us in on that part. It doesn't matter what he was in jail for. It does matter that he was in jail. Anyway, this weaves the story of the Mountain Goats from 1991 to current day. Right now we are in April, so I'm assuming about 1/3 of the way through the adventure. We're about 2001, 2002 right now. 2001. The next books, I could talk about these all freaking day. This is The Ancient Secret of the Flower of Life, Volume 1 and 2 by your boy Drunvalo Melchizedek. Drunvalo is a genius. He explains spirituality through sacred geometry, through physics, through history, through mathematics, through everything makes sense when you break it down, and that math and science are showing, for lack of a better term, showing God's work. I mean, anything can be done, and you will find the math and physics behind it. Spirituality never, ever contradicts science. Science just explains what happened. These books are brilliant. In fact, the 2.5, there's The Ancient Secret of the Flower of Life, Volume 1. Volume 2, and Living in the Heart by Drunvalo Melchizedek is Volume 3, 2.5, because Volume 3 comes out soon. This is a toroidal field that is around our heart, how there is an electromagnetic currents coming from our heart and all of our chakras. Allow me to read just a paragraph from Volume 2. The sacred flower of life pattern, the primary geometric generator of all physical form, is explored even more depth in this volume. The second half of the famed Flower of Life workshop, the proportions of the human body, the nuances of human consciousness, size and distances of the stars, planets, and moons, even the creations of humankind, are all shown to reflect their origins in their beautiful and divine image. Holographic universe. Through an intricate and detailed geometrical mapping, Drunvalo Melchizedek shows how the seemingly simple design of the Flower of Life contains the genesis of our entire third-dimensional existence. From the pyramids and the mysteries to Egypt, The new race of indigo children Drumlow presents sacred geometries of the reality and the subtle changes that shape subtle energies that shape our world. Incredible stuff. Actually changed my life and made me from a Christian into Hermeticist, but I don't really like the label. Just where I'm at right now, what I understand to be true at the moment. If I'm wrong, prove me wrong. I'd love being proved wrong. I don't want to be out here saying incorrect things. That's ridiculous. Please tell me if I'm wrong. Okay. And now maybe I might make a whole new video about Jordan Melchizedek because man is a genius and is 84. Anyway, Kundalini, Evolution and Enlightenment, edited by John White. This is, everything is carefully cataloged, and it's an in-depth presentation on Kundalini case studies. A thought-provoking book, a vast in-breadth presentation of a highly controversial subject. People think some people get they develop schizophrenia and stuff, but it's really Kundalini syndrome, Kundalini energies manifesting. My dear friend happened to him, and I am still trying to get in contact with him because it seems that they just go nuts, but it's such an intake of spiritual energy that it F's with them, and well, maybe they do go nuts. But they're also smarter than anyone because the Kundalini really messes with you, man. It is a comprehensive anthology available on a subject too vital to be ignored and too essential to be misunderstood. This book opens a window of consciousness. Journal of the Academy of Religion and Psychical Research. So, if you're interested, Kundalini syndrome, very real stuff. I would show my very important book, Stalking the Wild Pendulum, which was my Bible for my 20s. Stalking the Wild Pendulum by Itzhak Bentov. But the thing is, I gave it to a friend who I think needs it. I have given it to 4 different friends, and I'm happy to buy it again each time if it means that person gets to keep it and read it and internalize it. We talked about chakras before. This is my book, A Journey of Self-Healing. Regain your peace and power with mindful living and Reiki energy healing. By Brooke Dorsey, Reiki master and yoga instructor. And it was a good friend of mine once upon a time at Melting Pot. Fun times, fun times. This is a book that explains all the chakras in depth and super helpful, clear, concise terms. Has pictures, color pictures with for each chakra. It says the color, it says the different crystals associated with it. It says, like, honestly, about like 10 to 15 affirmations there. And then a good sized paragraph and a final conclusion sentence. The root chakra says you are right where you belong. The sacral chakra says you are free to express yourself in every moment. I'm not going to read them out of context because it sounds weird, but I'm just telling you how much information this book has to offer. It explains things that are more important in bold, very helpfully. Right now I'm learning the Reiki power symbols. Reiki symbols. This is for distance healing. I am still practicing, so I don't know jack, but Brooke Dorsey certainly does. I'm also reading through, as you may have seen on live, Tarot book, Your Personal Guide by Stephen Wright. I'm about to finish the major arcana cards and go into the minor arcana cards. And when I'm done, as soon as I'm done with that book, Kelly, my amazing, wonderful wife, got me a Guided Tarot box set, which includes the classic Rider-Waite-Smith deck, and it includes a book explaining it. So after I'm done with both books, I can whip out the deck and start teaching myself pulling cards and teaching myself what to do. So maybe one day I could actually be useful enough to do it on other people, which would be fun. But I wouldn't never do that unless I was confident. I'm not going to dick around with other people's sensibilities. It's not nice. I did just finish this Reflections in Walden at Walden. It's a picture book. But the thing is, I am reading Walden right now. Walden. This book is interesting because I got it. This is from my dear friend Chris. Nice lady. My book, Walden. I got it, well, on eBay. But, neither here nor there. When I was 19, in my sophomore year at TCNJ, I was in a class called Environmental History. And we had to read Walden. I got like maybe less than a quarter of the way through it, maybe like an eighth of the way through it. And I was fascinated. But then I dropped out of college. Not because of Walden, but sure probably didn't help. Because here I am, still halfway through. I'm at page 152 of 318. Well, 318 ends the bibliography. But I'm still like halfway through. Walden is amazing, though. If you can get past how he speaks, he speaks poetically, so it's almost like a poem. So it like takes you with it, and takes you with it. I think it's incredible. It is a story of a man. It's called Life in the Woods. A man, Henry David Thoreau, very famous novelist and poet. He goes to the woods for 2 years, 28 and 29, I think he was, and he lives off of the land. And sure, he's like a mile from town, but like he's in the middle of the woods, and he's like trying to see how he could do it, and tells you how much it costs to make these things happen, like build your own house and get your own farm going. But the thing is, this is in 1845, so the fact that he built his own house for $28 and like 13.5 cents or something like that. So with a grain of salt, if Henry David Thoreau were alive today, my God, he'd probably kill himself. I mean, this world is not meant for someone who enjoys pleasure and cannot tolerate the pain. Society comes after you nowadays, buddy. Sad facts. Sad facts. There's a spell book for new witches, but I don't even have a horse in this race. Haven't started it, haven't looked at it, know nothing. Plus, I'm not sure if I could be capable of that, but we'll see. So, last but not least, we have the bipolar workbook that I am working through because, my God, my off my rocker. I mean, for fuck's sake. Right now, I'm in the making yourself less vulnerable part. Feeling overwhelmed? Break the cycle of recurring depression. Keep mania from ruining your life. Keep mania from ruining your life. Discover new ways to cope with stress and negativity. Learn reading backwards and how to focus your thoughts and accomplish your goals. Find out what you can do to prevent symptoms from coming back. The Bipolar Workbook. Tools for controlling your Mood Swings by someone with a PhD. Woo! Alright, well, that's it. That's my spiel. Fuck it, now there's books all over the floor. Alright. Be a legend in your own way. Peace out, Girl Scouts.